And there was a little boy I figured was maybe 4 or 5 off kind of by himself. Right away, okay, I'm going to get that little boy. I'm going to get that little 4 or 5-year-old. So I took him back to my apartment. This was on October 29th. Immediately had him take his clothes off. Got out my Polaroid camera and took pictures of him in various poses, standing and laying on the bed. Tied him to the bed, took a photograph of him tied up, let him loose. Told him, okay, now I'm going to teach you how to make love like grown-ups do. About 3 o'clock or so in the morning, while I was molesting him, I kind of whispered in his ear, I'm going to kill you in the morning. So I held my grip on his throat for a few more seconds to make sure he was dead. Then I decided, well, maybe I'll revive him and do it again.
Innocent little child, naive to the danger. Didn't your mommy tell you not to talk to a stranger? But they never listen
because they blind to suspicion.
Snatched them up in broad daylight, now another child's missing. Your dead child I molested and raped and tore off a limb each time he tried to escape. I wrapped his helpless body up in barbed wire, pulled his teeth one by one with a pair of rusty pliers. You should've heard him cry when his neck fucking snapped. I hung him from the ceiling with a meat hook in his back. My head starts to pound as my brain fills with rage. Get the fuck out the cage, bitch. You've misbehaved your virginity. I maliciously took sodomized her in the ass with a motherfucking meat hook. Back in the cage with her half-dead brother, gave the owner setback and watched them sucking and fuck each other like a sick fucker. I mailed the pictures to their mother, then took a pillow and smothered the motherfuckers. I kissed them goodnight, yeah, before I took them in and took one last look while shit in the fucking coffin. The cold skin, for I have come to steal the fucking beauty out your children. And I'ma begin with the removal of flesh. Rip that little bitch and finally I beat her to death. Her facial features smashed and decayed, and force the other children the taste of remains, inflicting the pain and many more must suffer. Suffer by the hand of this sick motherfucker. I dragged the other bitch out the fucking cage. She began to scratch and kick in an effort to get away, but her attempt to escape only heightened my anger. I wrapped the rope around her throat and then I hanged her, masturbating while she twitched and bled, violating the corpse of the child that's dead. Needles injected to wash away the pain. I returned to the place where I got your children in chains. Wipe the tears from the faces of the dead. Got the fucking child mutilated, strangulated innocent children, ripped into pieces, all in the motherfucker.
fucking name of Jesus.
Photographed all of these activities and kept it in his personal things, and sort of, you know, very gruesome, you know, to sit and look at a 4-year-old child just hanging like a slab of beef, you know, from the closet. He then went to work, worked full shift, came back and decided that even though rigor mortis was setting in, to have other sexual activities with the child.
Never start to wonder about the motherfucking smell within the hell. My home is now a tomb of the dying, sodomizing the corpse of the child that's lying dead.
Died for your motherfucking sins. The thought crossed my mind to revive him and do it again. Butchered at the altar, severed in half. My soul is trapped within the mind of a psychopath.
This bloodbath left them dead and buried, buried in my backyard cemetery. Mortuary table, children have dead.
Rubber eyes shut, big Joey dead to head.
My ticket twisted, driving on pain.
Shit needs infected blood into the motherfucking veins. Drug them on a chain to the Church of Jesus Christ. The light becomes darkness as I make my final sacrifice.
Actually, it's not really that I want to die as much as I know I have to, because I know I won't stop killing. I'd have kept on doing it, and things I would have done would have been even worse than murder.